everybody, and welcome to That 90s Spider-Man Show. Hope you're having a good, mid-season break. We certainly are. This is a bit of a bonus episode we thought to just record one day. So, like you, we love Spider-Man the Animated Series. But unlike you, we didn't have the foresight to avoid the YouTube comments, because we've kind of gone through the whole season and found all the good YouTube comments, and trust us, there are some doozies. I'm one of your hosts today, my name's Henry, and alongside me is Jack.
Hey there.
And today we've got a hell of a lot of comments for you.
Yeah.
Some of them weird, some of them wonderful, but a lot of them weird.
There's a lot of videos about this show on YouTube
Surprisingly.
because, to be honest, the DVD situation for it and the streaming situation for it is pretty fucked. So a lot of people are doing it, by just watching it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Where people have got around copyright in weird ways.
Yeah.
But that means there are a lot of YouTube comments and
So many comments.
a lot of them are the same, to be honest. But,
Yeah.
But some of them are just like this pure dumb YouTube.
Just insanity.
It's just this level of I am putting my pure monkey brain thoughts out into the world and I'm not thinking about it.
I'm dropping my pants and just dropping a big word diarrhea stream onto this keyboard.
Yeah, but there's some good stuff. We're just gonna do this
Chronologically, I guess, right?
yeah, let's just go first episode onwards. But I just had to. We had to share some of this stuff. I was gonna send some of it to Henry, and I was like, "Fuck it, let's just do a little recording about it." Yeah.
Without further ado.
Well, first off, there's the Night of the Lizard, the very first episode.
Oh yeah.
There's loads of comments on this.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them are about two things: the '90s and the Amazing Spider-Man movie.
The first one
with the lizard.
Ah, yeah.
So there's a lot of arguments about that, but a lot of people are just, I don't know, it kind of, as someone who grew up in the 90s, I get, there's the nostalgia for the stuff you watch when you were a kid, and you look at the new stuff and you're like, this isn't as good as the stuff I half remember from when I was 4 years old. But
really?
But you really do look at these comments and you're like, oh man, we're just all clones of each other. Just a million comments just saying, man, the 90s were great. The 90s were great. I love the 90s. Spider-Man is great.
So some shitty hive mind villain, we're all just a really lame nostalgic Borg.
Yeah, exactly. Mr. Meeseeks or something. Anyway, starting off with this, we got one from Emily Chio, which says, I may have been born in 2001, but this is how I first remember Spider-Man. She gets a reply from Guy Nation, who says, me too. I'm born in 2004, but I had a 90s childhood.
That's not how it works.
Yeah, I think that's the level of 90s nostalgia gone rampant.
Yeah.
It's that people having nostalgia from it just secondhand.
Yeah.
It's like a secondhand smoke.
It's nostalgic for nostalgia.
Yeah, it's really weird. But
bizarre.
I mean, there's a level to that as well where I think, for instance, someone who was born in 88 who was 7 years old when this show was airing.
Yeah.
They could have a better memory of it, and they can be a bit oh, this person who was born in 96 is saying they had a 90s childhood, but they can't even remember the 90s.
Yeah.
But that.
What a sad straw man this is, by the way.
No, but there is that kind of thing. I've seen it with my brother and sister being older and stuff, but yeah, there's definitely a level where I'm if you were born 5 years out of the 90s,
fuck off.
Don't talk about your 90s
Shut the
childhood.
fuck up, come on.
Then there's a bit of a shit show starts when
of course.
Emo Vamp Burnout says, kind of neat how this episode is basically the plot to The Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh no.
Which is what you said.
Yeah.
In the thing, you were like, wait a minute, this Saturday morning cartoon did a better...
The plot made more sense here than it did in Amazing Spider-Man.
And first of all, you get someone who's from another person who says, only this is actually good. And that's where it kind of kicks off.
Oh, no.
And a guy called Simple Truths comes with this simple truth.
Oh no.
And says, The Amazing Spider-Man is practically a beat-by-beat remake of this episode's plot. Either they're both good or they're both bad.
Wow, that's a very simple truth.
Yeah.
Probably over simple.
Yeah, it's so simple that it actually doesn't make sense.
Simple mind thought up that comment.
And then another one that says, this is how I knew who Spider-Man is, ... This show, ... is the reason why pizza time is all the time.
What?
I think I think it's okay, I'm gonna go with it here.
You're gonna try and explain what that was.
Pizza time, Spider-Man 2. Pizza time is the meme from Spider-Man 2.
Okay.
Therefore, they're equating the Spider-Man phenomenon as Pizza Time. And this is the true origins of Pizza Time, which is a way of life.
But there's no pizza in this episode.
I don't know. It's where the Pizza Time started. Then there's this long argument between Edward III and Fletcher Sykes. They're a bit heated, talking about James Cameron. Basically, they're like, I don't know if you knew that it was James Cameron almost made a Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, obviously a Spider-Man movie.
Okay, he says this series is supposed to take place right after the James Cameron movie. However, the movie never happened. A few people are like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then this Fletcher guy comes in and says, this series has nothing to do with Cameron's proposed Spidey film. Thank God that movie never got made. Cameron's ideas were garbage.
Wow.
And then Edward III came back saying, I said supposed to. That's why Sandman is not in the series. Before proving how right you are, get my written text in order and know what words mean. Ooh. And then Fletcher gets a bit pissed because he goes, you know it's good when they start with
yeah.
You alluded to there being a link, and I'm telling you there wasn't any sort of link between the two, period. The villain in Cameron's film was supposed to be Doc Ock, and so what if the cartoon didn't use Sandman? There are many characters that weren't used. Fact is, you don't know what you're talking about. So how about you learn to do that first before trying to correct someone who's ironically correcting you? Then Edward III comes back saying, Doc Ock was replaced by Elektra and Sandman. You got that wrong. I wonder what else on a great many things you've gotten wrong. All you read was the first script, dumb fuck. In all caps.
Shit. I wonder how much time was wasted for these two comments. They could have been like out there, like, I don't know, working out, like writing that screenplay, finding love, like who knows.
There's definitely like a specific type of YouTube comment where someone says something, makes a minor mistake, and then someone gets really mean about it. Then the next person says, why are you being a dick? And then just gets really dark out of nowhere.
And it's like people start talking shit for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm picturing like, what was it like? There's a joke in Rick and Morty about it, about like Jerry's self-esteem, where he he gets into an argument with like a guy on YouTube for like hours. It's such a dumb thing.
It's such a stupid thing, man.
Jerry, remember that time you left a comment underneath that YouTube video and someone replied and called you a dumbass, so you replied and told them it takes one to know one, and then you stayed up all night hitting refresh on your browser waiting for them to reply, and then you fell asleep crying?
I remember it differently.
Then there's another guy called Arthur Hill who comments, and he's commented this on like a lot of videos.
Yeah.
And it just says, I hope Spider-Man Fox Kids PS2 Night of the Lizards.
I hope Spider-Man 2...
Fox Kids PS2 Night of the Lizards.
Well, I have to agree with what him that.
I think he just like splurged like SEO onto the page.
It's like SEO diarrhea.
Then there's a guy called Shiny Black who says, yo, Peter is buff.
Well, he is.
Yeah, and we talked about that, right?
Like he's fucking hench.
I found quite a few comments about it, just like how hench Spider-Man is. And how hench Peter is, because he's meant to be downplaying it at least.
He's a fucking unit. It's great.
There's another one that comes from iHernandez2 at student.monroecc.edu Naruto123. That's a username.
Is that the comment? Oh, that's the whole comment?
That's a username.
Okay.
And their comment is, poor Spider-Man fighting in literal doo-doo water. And he's right, you don't think about it, because he's in the sewers, he's fighting in general kind of greenish water, but he's fighting in absolute shit.
I'm fighting in doo-doo water.
And this Hernandez person like turns up like on all these videos and comments, and you always know it because it's the longest username on the whole page.
Oh, that's amazing.
And another one comes from Allfather Mulrevan Tyrannos 19.
Okay, sure.
He's talking about Margaret Connors.
Oh, Kurt Connor's wife.
Kurt Connor's wife. And he says, Margaret is a real thick MILF.
Wow.
And then there's Narrow Killer, who says, I don't think being a 2 meter tall, sexy humanoid lizard would have been that bad an idea. Oh well.
Oh. I should have known people wanted to fuck the lizard.
Yeah, but he's also like, that's how you know the Amazing Spider-Man movie failed, because no one wanted to fuck that lizard. Like even the internet didn't.
Even the furs like no.
People want to fuck this lizard.
Yeah. Look at this like sexy jacket.
But I love the idea of this guy watching the end of the episode where Kurt Connors is reverted back to human form and being like bummed out.
Yeah.
He's like, oh.
He's a rewind because he's losing wood.
Anyway, that's the end of the lizard comments. Then we've got a few less ones for Spider Slayer.
Okay. Slaving them spiders, boy.
One is just kind of a depressing comment, which is, these new Spidey films with Tom Holland can learn from these 90s cartoons. Spidey humour, adding in the Defenders into the MCU, Kingpin. There's so much good material they can add to the films that would get people hyped. You heard it here first. The Defenders will be on the big screen in the MCU with their own solo and group films. I hope. This was 2 weeks ago. This guy should know better by now.
So deluded.
And the other one I got from this is why the Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man was so epic. Because it played well off this cartoon. I think people that haven't watched this cartoon are the ones that don't like the Amazing Spider-Man movies.
Wow, that's a big claim.
Yeah, we can prove you wrong.
Erroneous as hell. What are you talking about? Yeah.
Because we don't like those movies, and we make a podcast about this fucking show.
So you can say we've seen a few episodes.
Yeah. We care too much.
Yeah.
And then this guy replies saying, no, people don't like The Amazing Spider-Man because of the acting, the story arc, and the complete betrayal of the source material. The reason Spider-Man becomes Spider-Man is to fight for justice. In The Amazing Spider-Man, he fights for revenge. That's just not Spider-Man. He actually kind of like boils down the Amazing Spider-Man problem quite concisely.
Succinctly, yeah. But like, it was just like the character just wasn't faithful to the comics at all.
In the Return of the Spider Slayer, we got someone says, if they gave Tom Holland a Spider Slayer to fight in the MCU, that would be great.
Okay.
And then someone replies saying hope. And then another guy replies saying, in all caps, fuck this idea. Do you see the two sides to that debate?
Yeah, you can see like it's got like a bit of support on both sides.
Yeah, and then Arthur Hill is back with, I hope Spider-Man fucks kids in PS2. He keeps coming back. And then there's this is a great exchange. Someone says, Mary Jane is thick. It's a lot of thick comments.
Yeah, there are a lot of thick comments.
And then someone replies saying, she's more thick in the comics. Someone replies saying, what do you mean by thick? She looks thin to me. And then someone says, the actual term would be thick, spelled Thicc. While it is a term sometimes used to describe someone who's overweight, the use of the word here is basically saying that she has a hot ass / big boobs. So thank you, Tom, for that clarification.
Yeah, we were so lost without you.
Then on to episode 4, we got Doc Ock, Armed and Dangerous. We got a comment from Andrea, who says, man, that hair, you.
She's right.
Yeah, and then Static Gaming says, boy, shut the hell up. And then she replies, and if I don't, what? And by the way, I'm a girl.
Oh.
There's a lot of ooh in these comments. And then here's a question posed by Chrome Force that says, how long can Doc Ock's arms stretch exactly?
Can they stretch at all? Like,
well, they kind of, because they're really close to him, and then they come out.
Oh yeah, I thought they were kind of just like tucked in there, just like, I don't know, doing arm shit.
I don't know, they fold up like a slinky.
Yeah.
But then how long do they get? Because I think this is a style thing, like in different comics and shows and stuff, sometimes they can be super long, sometimes they're like kind of close to him.
Oh, I guess, yeah. And it kind of like useful if he's gonna like, climb over buildings, or like he wants to like, I don't know, be really, really good at basketball for some reason.
That's the worst game to watch ever if it's just going across the whole court.
This octopus man just dominating.
Yeah.
Probably like the Daily Bugle would be more safe if like he went for the MBA instead of for science, but like he probably wouldn't have become a scientist then. He'd just be regular octopus man.
Yeah, not Dr. Octopus, just Octopus.
Just Octopus.
Mr.
Mr. Octopus.
Call me Mr. Octopus.
Yeah. It's Mr. Octopus going down the court. He shoots for the 3. It's good!
You know, there's a weird
Michael
thing.
Jordan looks on and shocked.
I don't know if we ever mentioned this in the Doc Ock episode we did back in episode 4, but I almost brought it up, but we talked so much shit in that episode, I don't think there was room for it.
Yeah.
But there's a really funny thing where I was playing the Spider-Man PS4 game. Otto Octavius was in that game. I was looking up the IMDb to just look at voice actors, and then they had Otto Octavius, who was credited the voice actor, Otto Octavius / Mr. Octopus. And as soon as I saw that, I couldn't stop laughing for so long, because it's such a less threatening name.
Yeah. Mr. Octopus. It sounds like something out of like some kid's cartoon.
Yeah.
I'm Mr. Octopus and I have 8 legs. Also, going back to my NBA riff, I just thought of like Dr. Octopus as like this like amazing NBA star, and then what if he was in Space Jam?
I mean, there's still time.
Yeah.
Crossover. Who owns Space Jam anyway?
Warner Brothers.
Oh, it's Warner. So it can't be Disney.
Can't be Disney. But like,
that's the eventual crossover we'll get at some point when they run out of ideas.
Alfred Molina with all these like cartoons.
I saw Alfred Molina in a movie the other day where it was him in the 80s and he was a lot younger, and like throughout the start of the movie I was like, that guy looks like just like Alfred Molina, and then the credit came up at Alfred Molina. I was like, yes,
Alfred Molina.
He plays a Russian man, and I like 90% way through the movie I was like, this guy has no lines. But at one point he does get in a fight with a guy and beat him by like bear hugging him and throwing him against a wall.
That's pretty badass.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on back to the comments. Moving to a much creepier corner.
Oh god.
Is Amadeus, who says, I would tie Felicia up, but of course it would be consensual.
Oh, well that's good.
Yeah. I mean, and then he smiles like,
yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
You guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm watching this 90s cartoon and I'm aroused.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's very weird. But, like, I guess, like, I'm surprised it took 4 episodes for this to get weird and creepy.
Then there's another comment which just says, Doc Ock is beating his ass, which is true.
He kicks the shit out of him.
Yeah, but the thing that's worth bringing up is that this guy, there's just the combination here of this comment with a display photo which is Prince, and username Mr. I Love the 90s 1, which is the most YouTube username I've ever
Jesus
heard.
Christ, yeah.
Jesus Christ. And then someone brings up the ending of the episode where he's in jail.
Yeah.
You know his arms are like strapped to either corner of the room. And Omega Dark Mage says, sucks being Dr. Octopus in jail. He has to stay seated in one spot the whole time with his tentacles bound. And it's true, he's just sat in his armor suit, like, he can't move.
That seat is definitely a toilet. Like, just like...
Yeah, it's just nothing else to do there.
Yeah, it's just like...
pretty inhumane.
Yeah.
Then getting to episode 5, we got Mysterio.
It's Mysterio time.
And yeah, most of the comments here, there are thousands and thousands of comments that are just, anybody else watched Far From Home? Or I've just watched Far From Home, or this reminds me of Far From Home. And yeah, there's just a billion of those. But you sort through it and you find someone who says, like, referring to one part of the video where Mysterio clicks his fingers.
Yeah.
Saying, he snapped his fingers. Spoiler, Infinity War. Lol, Infinity War is getting to my head. Which, every person clicking their fingers is now a reference to Infinity War.
Especially if you don't explain it at all.
Yeah, because no one's ever clicked their fingers before.
Oh no, millions of people have just died. That's a better reference to the fucking... Okay, never mind. I got very heated for no reason there. This is not worth any...
Then we got someone who went a bit insane with no punctuation, and I'm going to try and say this without breathing.
Okay, ready.
Screw your Far From Home garbage, and it's going to be screwed up and another bad fake Spider-Man movie just like that Homecoming crap. I loved original trilogy and TASM movies so much better than your Homecoming and Far From Home crap. Both will be garbage. I grew up with Spider-Man in the 80s and the 90s, but still, to this day, Spider-Man the Animated Series is still the best Spider-Man cartoon in 1994, and I read the real Spider-Man comics from the 80s and 90s, those were the best Spider-Man comics ever. I just watched Mysterio and Spider-Man the Animated Series over Far From Home garbage. Far From Home is not Spider-Man, it's bullshit.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I did breathe a few times.
You breathed a few times, unfortunately. It would have probably killed you. Like, I was like, that's too far to be someone who's breathing.
Yeah. We got one from Cypher Reese, who says, I'm sorry, what? Jameson has both a laptop and a fax machine in that limo? Did people take their fax machines around the way we do with phones now? And the answer is yes. Everyone had a
fax machine.
Fax machine in a car, in their pocket. You just carried it around in case anyone faxed you anything.
Yeah, it was like texting, except like much, much slower. The 90s were a weird time.
And that's all I got, because now I'm moving on to the comments that Henry found in the other half of the series.
We've got some doozies, and we're going to start with episode 6, which is Sting of the Scorpion. So yeah, we have our first guy, which I can't really pronounce his username, unfortunately, but like, he kind of like delves into how badly J. Jonah Jameson fucked up. Here.
Yeah, pretty bad.
So our man here, who I'm sorry I can't pronounce your name, but he goes, mistake? You call that a mistake? You can make mistakes when you failed your school exams. You can make mistakes when you're fixing your radio. When you created a monster, you did not make mistakes. You committed crime against humanity. which is a pretty good remark. But then his reply is, who the fuck are you?
Who are you to challenge J. Jonah Jameson? Fucking hell. out.
And then someone replies to him saying, "Who the fuck are you?"
Is that the original guy again? Or was
This
that...
is someone else.
Oh, a third person enters the ring.
And then we got like Mr. J with 631 who says Jameson should be put on trial along with defamation of character to Spider-Man because you know that's law too, which is fair. And then someone else goes to, and then the original guy kind of goes, "Shut up."
Who's he speaking to?
Some other comment in another language.
Oh, right.
Just like, it's a shit show.
This is already a shit show with us speaking English.
Yeah. Okay, what else have we got?
I love with that last game. Did he say, like, he listed, like, a mistake as, like... Was he saying you can make a mistake when fixing your radio?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that dates this guy. It's just,
A little
like
bit. Is he from the 90s or something? It's in the time machine.
Imagine a person from the 90s. What a magical place. He spends all day fixing his radios and then he goes to YouTube to argue about Spider-Man.
I'm just so full of radio rage. You know what's... Mysterio is pretty bad, but you know what's worse? Having to fix your radio. And we've got Prince the Guy, who says, "The only thing I didn't like about this series was Spider-Man was too nerfed him. The only things on which he relied were his leaping ability, web, and crawling on wall. It seems like he don't have super strength at all. Whereas in comics, it's stated that he's at 25 to 20 tons level."
I guess that comes down to the fact that, like, censorship-wise, he's not allowed to really punch anyone.
Yeah.
But he does lift shit up, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, constantly lifting shit up.
Yeah, I don't understand that whole thing of just, like, complaining about people being nerfed and stuff. I don't...
Like, if... Yeah.
It's about context, right? Like...
Yeah. It would be kind of weird if, like, Spider-Man kind of came along and just crushed J. Jameson's head in his hands.
Yeah. I think that's what some people want, to be honest.
It's a 90s cartoon.
They want everyone to be, like, horrible. They want everyone to be the Punisher, you know?
Just the Zack Snyder version of this cartoon. Just... a Spider-Man gets raped in prison.
Yeah. Oh, that's like a... Henry's actually referencing something Zack Snyder said, by the way. It's not just his imagination.
Yeah. This is something he's generally said about Batman, is that, like, my Batman could be raped in prison. It could happen.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a comment that's going to take a while, but I feel like it's actually a really good point here. So, Daniel Wood says, "Many nowadays say that people only like the Raimi films for nostalgia. But that's not true. They generally capture the character pretty damn well. I bring this up because I love Spectacular Spider-Man, and when I was younger, I could only occasionally watch an episode of the 90s series because of the timings, so I didn't see much of it. However, I've been watching quite a few episodes recently, by the way I'm 17, on YouTube, and they're really...
How long ago was this posted?
1 year ago.
Oh, okay.
And they're really, really good. Just because it isn't in the same as Spectacular doesn't mean I don't have to like it. This version captures many great aspects of the character through very fun episodes, and the action is still entertaining, despite the punch restrictions. And Christopher Daniel Barnes, that's the voice actor for Spider-Man, is such a great voice actor for the character, I didn't explain that at all. And I love his quips. It's also worth pointing out that many people dislike Toby because he wasn't joking every 5 seconds, which I know is insulting considering how many other aspects of the character that make him great. Not joking, I have literally seen someone say, joking is Spider-Man's whole personality. I love the quips, but as long as the rest of the aspects of the character are intact, which this show, Raimi's version, and Spectacular nailed, then it's a great adaptation of the character. IMO, there hasn't been a single entirely bad version of the character. There are bad movies, sure, and the new show isn't doing anything for me, but overall, each iteration has at least one or two likable qualities, and I'm glad that fans aren't arguing over who Spider could beat in a fight, but which was the best version of the character.
That's like the most sane, normal
It's
comment on
so,
YouTube.
like, lucid.
I feel worried for this guy. Like, it's like a babe in the woods, you know? Like, he's gonna get, I don't know, maybe it's been a year, maybe now he's, like, arguing about Israel in the comments somewhere.
He's gone full-blown incel.
Yeah, maybe there's all sorts of stuff that could have happened to this guy, but right at that point, he's, like, the only one.
Yeah.
Although, it is a little strange, I guess, to comment on which episode is this? This Scorpion.
Yeah.
To go into an episode about the Scorpion and then just comment about your entire feelings on Spider-Man mythos and the movies and everything.
Yeah. Like,
you know, I say to this guy, get a blog.
Get a blog. Listen to a podcast that we've heard of called That 90s Spider-Man Show. I think you might like it.
Yeah, and otherwise stay off the internet because you're a pure soul that is going to be corrupted horribly.
If you haven't already been corrupted. We may be too late. Next, we've got the same guy from our first comment, who says, "What an idiot! Created one mutant because he jaded the other. What's next? Nuclear bombing?" To which Dragon Cameron 24 says, "Spider-Man isn't mutant. Same with Scorpion." To which Hamza Abdullahi says, "They are human mutate." Yeah, so thanks Hamza for the information. I'm sad I didn't hear about more of the radio, to be honest. I'm kind of like disappointed. And then finally we've just got JJ is one sick fuck. What the fuck is spelled Phucc?
Like JJ makes sense as a character until Scorpion, until making Spider Slayers and creating a monster man to kill Spider-Man. When you get to that point, it becomes, and he's still got to be kind of like a normal person in the story.
Yeah.
It is a bit of a breaking point, I imagine, for some people, which is why it would be, you have to take that ultra seriously or like not give a fuck about it.
Yeah.
You know?
It'd be like if Piers Morgan did that today, decided to create like a scorpion robot.
What, to like kill the Kardashians or something?
Yeah. But no, that's episode 6. We're going to go to episode 7 now, which is all about Kraven. Yeah, there's a lot of like questions here. So to start with, we've got Lin Yan Chin who says, wait, if he was wounded, why feed him the stuff that would stop him from healing up? Which I'm assuming refers to like the potion he gets at the end of the episode.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because they give him the potion to cure his
like
jungle powers while he's fucked up
by lions and something like that.
Yeah. It's a good point, actually.
Yeah.
But who cares?
Who gives a shit?
That's my answer.
Yeah. Makes all more sense to wait until he's healed up by his animal powers. Ma. I was a stupid kid just to accept this stuff without thinking it through. I must have been stupid enough to believe the cure for his condition would also magically heal him of his physical wounds too. Physical wounds too? It ends with a question mark for some reason. Okay,
I mean, yeah, this guy's got some like issues.
Some serious rage.
You piece of shit. You believe that? You stupid dumb fuck. Like,
this is why your dad left.
Yeah, he's hating himself right now.
Oh god. Wherever you are, Len MJ, get some help. You're gonna be okay. Then we've got Tori White who just says, the strong preys upon the weak. Jungle proverb.
Oh shit.
Yeah, this man is crazy.
I'm a bit worried about that guy.
Yeah. Then we've got Orange Crusher who says, oh Peter, you dog.
What did Peter do?
I think
it's there's that one bit where he's like, she brings out the animal in me or whatever, and he's talking about MJ.
About some like old white men for some reason.
Yeah, just like nudging him like eight.
Eight. Yeah. She's 17. Eight.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. And some guy just called Lezek Halama says, Wes Craven. That's the entire...
Wait, did he say Wes Craven or where is Craven?
No, Wes Craven.
Oh, Wes Craven. That's even better. Yeah. He stood there like in silence for like 10 minutes trying to think of a joke and then just went, Wes Craven.
It's like that thing in like The Simpsons where like they have to sing the monorail song and Homer's like mono. Don't!
Yeah.
It's like
or like the Quickie Mart song where they're like doing all their rhyming thing and it's like, the Quickie Mart's real. He just got like no rhyme for it.
Yeah.
Who needs the Quickie Mart?
Their floors are sticky mart. They made that sticky mart. Let's hurl a bricky mart.
The Quickie Mart is real. Don't!
Yeah.
I was not a singer.
I mean, there's a joke there.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm sure
eventually,
there's a joke there, but you could have found it.
I'm betting within the next 5 years we're going to get a live action Craven in some capacity, whether it's a solo movie or
part of like this MCU or something,
or somehow else in the Sony like universe or whatever. And at some point there's going to be some reviewer or some tweet or something that's going to make a Wes Craven pun and it will be very good. But none of us have one right now.
There was one there, and this comment didn't realise that. And then we've got this guy who says, all the villains are created due to love, which is basically not true for Scorpion.
Yeah, it's interesting that that's brought up because it's not in the Craven origin, the whole love thing. And then I think that's the thing they add into a lot of stuff. They added it with Doc Ock in Spider-Man 2 to have the whole love interest and...
She just dies because he wears a wife beater, so like a science experiment.
But if you're saying like that they're created through love, that's just bullshit though, because that's just not true.
Yeah, it's created through hubris and insanity.
Yeah, and then there was a wife that was there
who happened to die.
I just want to remind everyone that you're not responsible for others' dysfunction.
No. Everyone takes care of themselves before they take care of others. That's the takeaway from this.
Trying to take care of the weak.
Exactly.
Or they don't know they prey upon the weak. Yeah.
No, take care of the weak, not prey upon them. Take care of them.
Well, that's what you should.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the socialist Craven, but
not the jungle Craven.
No, not the capitalist nightmare that is Craven.
Yeah, like he would be a good politician, I guess, like in like current climate.
No, I don't know.
He could be a Republican.
Yeah, but he's a Russian immigrant who keeps illegally getting in the country through boats. So I don't think anyone in America really wants him right now.
Build a wall to keep out the jungle people.
That's the one time I'd
Yeah.
be on the side. Can we bring up our immigration policy to stop
Jungle.
like scary like hunter people who are coming to hunt people? Yeah, not really a fan of that. Trump would let him in though.
Yeah.
Because he's
I don't know how you let him in. He's a friends with Putin.
yeah. You think about it, like Putin is like that's the image that Putin wants to give his people is that he's craven. You know that the propaganda of him being super buff and like one with nature and
He's constantly shirtless.
yeah,
for
and being
reason.
able to like strangle a bear and all this stuff. It's just like Craven.
Trump would love Craven. Yeah.
I bet like that we'll get a Craven solo movie, and if they retain the Russian origins, like some edited version will end up in Russia, and it will like make him $2 billion.
It's the highest grossing film of all time.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we've got a controversial opinion from Cheyenne Popal. He says Craven is one of my least favorite Spider-Man villain.
This guy, I recognize that name. This guy turns up a lot in these comment sections.
And he just like he gets like a couple
And he's
of
wrong.
times.
He's wrong. He's a
Every
dumb
time.
piece of shit.
It's a troll looking for like attention.
Yeah, this is what we really want this episode for, so that we can shout at these people without them shouting back.
Yeah, this
Because
is
the strong prey upon the weak.
as we've learned today. So yeah, fuck you, Cheyenne
The
Popal.
weak make YouTube comments, and the strong make podcasts.
Yeah, are a whole other level of petty. We set aside like recording equipment just to like talk shit about your comments.
Yeah.
That's how you comment.
Man, imagine if, to be honest, a lot of these people could be listening to. I mean, if we're gonna get any listeners, it's gonna be the kind of people who we're gonna look up Spy Money animated series on YouTube. So they're gonna come across this and be like, "Hey, why are they talking shit about me?"
Yeah, this is a good comment.
No, we do love you really, but it's just so much fun to make fun of you because
the strong prey upon the weak.
Yeah, you can't do anything about it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're weak, but we love you anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, that brings us to the end of the Craven section of this thing. Let's go to some episode 8, which is, as you remember, the first alien costume, which is all about my man Rhino.
Oh, man,
so here we
Rhino.
go. So we'll start with Oscar Bejarano, who says the Rhino looking extra thick.
Oh yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Finally.
Yes.
Why are we talking about like Margaret Connors and Mary Jane?
We gotta get that Rhino ass.
Yeah, Rhino's got like tight ass suit.
Yeah.
His ass is massive. We talked about this. If you want to hear us talk about the Rhino's ass, head over to episode 8 of the show.
Well, we'll talk about it exclusively.
Yeah,
Like
and,
it's like a whole like segment.
Henry has a whole folder full of screenshots of Rhino's ass actually on his
I
computer.
genuinely do. That's not a joke we're making for the sake of posterity. I
Yeah.
genuinely have that folder.
And there are screenshots on the episode. You don't like. It's not like fan art or Rule 34. Don't worry.
No, it's very hard to jerk off to. Anyway, we have this comment from Adam Bleegas who says, "I love the fact that Rhino's just wearing his costume, waiting for a call." LOL.
Yeah, we talked about this as well, right?
Yeah, and yeah, like Smurf then replies, "I think I heard in a wiki or something that he's pretty much fused to his costume, so he literally can't take it off." Which you also said.
Well, yeah, they haven't confirmed that in the show, as far as we know.
Yeah, and then Felipe Rodriguez is my spirit animal, and he says, "The dude can't get it off. It's not his choice." Still hilarious.
I love this guy.
Yeah, this guy's my spirit animal. Okay, who have we got next? We got Does14 who says, he kind of quotes Rhino saying, "I gotta polish my horn," and he goes, "We all know what that means."
I don't remember the Rhino saying that.
I don't remember him saying it either, but like I guess
Yeah,
he
it
just
is
wanted
uncomfortably close
Yeah.
to innuendo.
Yeah. How would he even like do that?
Not gonna talk about this.
Like we literally like unless it's like
When I say I don't want to talk about something, that doesn't mean you can talk about it on your own. I hear Henry's monologue about Rhino masturbating after you
failing to masturbate.
Yeah, after you've explicitly spoke about like his ass and how you tried and failed to jerk off to it.
It's just not a good look, is it?
Yeah,
It's actually frustrating Rhino. Anyway.
he's endangered.
You can't.
Endangered animals are hilarious.
They really are.
Moral of this podcast.
Anyway, we've got another comment who says, "LMAO, Rhino was snitch."
Yeah.
And this kind of not really appropriate one. It's from Daniel Ryman who says, "Where's Sully when you need him?"
Sully. Oh wait, because of the crashing.
The crashing plane.
Yeah, Sully didn't drive a rocket. He didn't fly a rocket around.
No, and he landed on the Hudson, not in the bridge.
Yeah.
If anything, yeah, like that's probably not appropriate, but there you go. Next is episode 9, which is all about a shocker, and you know what the comments are going to be like.
Yeah.
So we start off with a quote from, I guess, Spider-Man, who says, "The check's in the mail, baby." And then Gordon9027 says, "This should be cheesy, but it ends up being a badass line," which I don't agree with.
Checks in the mail, baby.
Check's in the mail, baby. And then finally, we've got this kind of interesting comment from Zio King Silver, referring to JJ when he fires Eddie Brock. He says, "I can't have someone who works for me calling the truth and leaving out facts. It's against everything that I've stood for." Is he for real? He does that all the time. Does anyone else see the irony in this? Which is a good point.
Yeah. Although I don't know how much of that is like metatextual though, because
Yeah.
JJ in this isn't that bad really.
No.
In terms of like, he's not like the comics where he's just like outright lying about Spider-Man all the time and accusing him of being Electro.
What?
We've definitely spoken about this on the
and I've just
podcast
forgotten about
before.
it.
Yeah. No, they just Electro robs a bank or something, and he's like, "It's Spider-Man in disguise."
Of course.
Yeah.
They have different powers than the same. So that brings us to episode 10, which, as you might know, is the Venom episode. And
Oh yeah.
with Venom being Venom, the internet being the internet, you can bet there are some comments, boy. So let's kick things off with this guy. It's called Slim J87D, who concerned his family by saying, so there's a part where like Eddie Brock's saying, like, "You cost me my job, my reputation, my health, and my apartment." And he says, "When I was a child, I used to walk around quoting this in the apartment."
Oh, that was almost a spit take.
And just and
Oh no!
and then his mum just said, he says, "As my mum was concerned."
Oh, I'm concerned too.
Yeah. And then we got this guy called Joe Bosier who says, "This is why I started working out when I was younger, lol. I wanted to look like Eddie Brock," which is...
You know, yeah. I mean, I can see how that
yeah.
worked when I used to watch WWE. Well, it used to be WWF.
Yeah, before like the environment.
True
set in.
'90s kid.
Yeah.
Over here.
Yeah.
But I'd say like I wanted to be like The Rock or whatever, and then my mum would be like, they go to the gym and they pump up their muscles like that, and it's not like an easy good thing or anything like that.
Yeah.
And I remember I just thought she meant literally they pump the muscles up.
Like an air pump.
Yeah, I went several, and I thought that was like what steroids were as well. I thought they were like a bicycle pump.
Yeah.
Up their like muscles.
Do you ever try and like do it yourself?
No, I mean I'm not stupid.
Oh.
I'm just
A child.
Yeah.
That's fair. That probably would have killed you.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, I might try it now.
Yeah.
Now that I'm a bit wiser.
Yeah, and you're a bit stronger, so you get to punch your skin with a bicycle pump.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Anyway, this is Thicc Highlu kind. Oh shit, that's his. I kind of said it out loud.
Wait. Rewind. Username, right?
Thicc username, and I just said it out loud for the first time, and I realized what he was going for.
Right.
So it's like ZYCKHYLE, and I said it out loud,
Right. Okay.
and then obviously it sounds like that.
Yeah. Also, yeah. Maybe it's with some of these things.
Yeah, like,
Say username, not like just jump into it, because it's going to be like, I love big titties in '89, and then everyone will think you love big titties.
Yeah.
Which is not true. You hate them.
awful. I hate them.
Yeah, with a passion.
Yeah. I'm getting emotional.
You never see a username that's like, I hate big titties.
No, even I hate big butts. I love big butts, sure, but not I hate big butts.
Yeah.
Anyway, so our man, that username says, "Why would you want Brock's body? You shouldn't be able to run with an upper body this big." And it's really unpractical. Which, again, he has a point apart from the username.
Yeah.
And then we got...
The worst person you know has made a great point.
Yeah. And then this is a really weird thread about Venom's lips.
Okay, no, I can see where they're coming from
Yeah.
already. We never spoke about it, but Venom's got some definite, like, weird lips going on.
Yeah. So,
Oh, wait, no, this doesn't go where I think it does.
the thing I don't like about this Venom is the clown lips thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just clown lips for now.
Yeah, I think that's the only problem with the design, to be honest,
Yeah.
but
And
what are you going to do?
Then yeah, that's what you can do. That's what Justin Jacquez says. He says he had lips in the comics. That's why. And then Killmonger Porter. We're gonna have to bleep this out when we do it. But he says we haven't got those lips.
I thought he was going to go here. Unfortunately, it lived up to my expectations.
And then it goes even worse when Sharon Nixon, who says, "I love Venom's sexy lips."
This is why. This is what this episode is all about.
Got Venom's sexy lips.
Oh god. Please move on.
And then we've got Sal Alvarez Bautista, who says, and like I don't know his spelling is all over the place, but I'm guessing he's saying Spider-Man's men's physique, Venom classic physique, Reno open category, Shocker tacos.
Yeah, I agree. I think.
Yeah, tacos, man.
Yeah.
Shocker looks like a giant taco.
It's got that taco physique.
Yeah. He kind of looks like a taco. He's like yellow with like little black bits in the middle. That doesn't make any less sense than what
He
that.
doesn't have black bits in the middle either.
I guess I haven't really seen taco in a while. Oh yeah, this long comment about Avi Arad.
Oh.
It says Avi only forced Sam Raimi to add him in the movie, and that's it. AV told him to make a 5'11" tall, high-pitched raptor. Did Avi tell him to have Venom with a wimpy-ass voice instead of that symbiotic voice? What happened to We Are Venom? LMAO, did Avi tell Sam, hey Raimi, remember Green Power Ranger Doc Ock? Venom should commit suicide like them instead of saving him for Spider-Man 4. And that's why Raimi admitted that Spider Cringe 3 is an abomination and it's his fault.
Wait, it's Sam Raimi's fault?
Yeah.
He just spent the whole thing to saying how it was Avi Arad's fault.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have heard a theory that Sam Raimi intentionally made, or at least subconsciously made Venom shit because he didn't want to do him.
Yeah.
So he just like made that the shittest part of the movie.
It's like, fuck you, I don't want to do this shit.
Yeah, that's I love the whatever happened to We Are Venom.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
So stupid. But yeah, the Venom comments are I think my favourite comments of this entire run. And then we're going to go into episode 11-12 with the Hobgoblin. Pronounce that right.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to put these in like together because I can't tell the difference between the two episodes because they are the same episode. We start off with this nonsensical comment. I don't know what they're trying to go for, but Eugenia, patron, get in touch because I don't know what you're trying to say, but the Joker equals Hobgoblin. Alfred Pennyworth equals Dr. Octopus. And Ra's al Ghul equals Herbert Landon.
I know what they're saying.
Okay.
I know what they're saying. I actually make sense.
Oh,
you
shit.
don't need to get in touch.
Okay.
Voice actors. Mark Hamill did Joker and Hobgoblin.
Yeah.
The voice actor of Alfred Pennyworth did, who was it?
Dr. Octopus.
Dr. Octopus.
Really?
And then there's a character that comes in later in the show called Hubert Langton, who was the same voice actor as Ra's al Ghul.
Shit.
So yeah,
I
that
stand
makes
corrected,
sense.
Eugenia patron. Email in if you like, but don't talk shit to me, please.
Ah, yeah, don't worry, I'm on your side.
And then this guy Sharon Propel's back.
Oh yes,
He says Green Goblin and Hobgoblin.
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 Oh, Hot Goblin.
No, Hop.
Oh, Hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin.
Ah, there is an ale called Hobgoblin.
There's a
They should have called it Hobgoblin.
Yeah, that would have made much more sense.
Hopsgoblin.
Hopsgoblin, yeah. It's a hoppy goblin. And then we got a comment this time, a reply to this from JS who says, yeah, did you really need to comment that?
There's so many of these because the ones we're leaving out from these are like so much of it is
Like, why the fuck
is-
are you talking?
or it's just like quoting something from
Yeah.
it, or just like being like describing what happened in the video.
Yeah.
You're like, I
I
saw the
saw
video.
the video. That's why I'm here. And then, like, Shine gets back, he hits back, saying, can you just shut up? It is none of your business. Oh, God.
Why is everyone acting like they're just posting on their own personal
Yeah,
space?
it's like a Facebook page or something ridiculous. And this comment actually, like, cracked me up. He says, no way a sub 200-pound Parker could push over a 450-pound Kingpin. That people becoming really suspicious.
I don't know. He did kind of like run and dive with the full force of his body,
But this is the Kingpin who's...
and weak ankles. I mean, look at the little legs he's got.
I skipped leg day.
He definitely did. He's so hench on top. Very top heavy.
He wouldn't let me back in the gym. Yes, it brings up a good point though. Like, if he was a regular teenager, like, he'd be like a ketchup stain in like Kingpin's white suit. That's the Hobgoblin edition. And then finally we got the Chameleon.
Oh, yeah, last of the series.
Last of the series, for the series finale. What have we got for the series finale? And then Codemaster says, God, show kind of sucks when you can't even remember what your own boss looks like.
Yeah, good point. Good
Yeah.
point. They fucked up with,
They kind of fucked up a little
with
bit
Nick
there.
Fury there, didn't
Yeah. And then this comment from username Son of Proud Indian Mother says Chameleon has no powers. just transforms himself to any other personality, just like the chameleon.
Wait, what? Say again?
Chameleon has no powers. Just transforms himself to any other personality. Just. He says duat, but I'm assuming he means just like the chameleon.
So the chameleon does something just like the chameleon does.
Exactly.
I thought maybe I'd misheard one of those chameleons, but
Nope.
But yeah,
He just said
that was a sentence that started nowhere and ended nowhere.
it went in a big circle of nowhere.
Interesting
Thanks,
that
yeah.
the chameleon is the chameleon.
Yeah, the chameleon acts like a chameleon. And
But
this-
he didn't even say a chameleon. He said the
Yeah.
chameleon.
Yeah. Thanks, son of proud Indian mother. Your mother would have been very proud of you. And finally, some good old racism to round things off.
Of course.
From Top 10 Trending, who says, the good old days when Fury was still white. Not that I'm racist. Just saying. And that's how we're going to choose to end things.
Yeah, I knew that would come up with Chameleon because of course we got the comic version or the original 616 comic version of White Fury.
Yeah.
Predate.
White Fury sounds like a racist kung fu movie.
Yeah, Black Fury sounds like a blaxploitation movie as well. But I don't know. It was weird that I remember there being such little pushback on the idea of Samuel L. Jackson playing Nick Fury back in Avengers / Iron Man.
Yeah.
Because there was it had been a lot of years of white Nick Fury, and then people were getting mad about like Heimdall being made black with Idris Elba, and no one gives a fuck about Heimdall like in the comics. It's just like a minor character in the Thor comics, so people got really mad about that. So I don't know why it didn't happen with Samuel Jackson, or maybe it's because I didn't have Twitter then, so I didn't notice.
I think it's because it was 2008 and we just voted Obama in and we defeated racism.
Oh right, yeah, we had like a year.
Or like
yeah,
racism
that was a good
over.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah, how was that year for you?
It was great.
Were you just like walking around like, wait, there's no institutional racism today?
Yeah.
I
It
can
was
hear
really
the
weird.
birds.
Yeah, I can hear the birds singing. Yeah, I don't have all this burden of hundreds of years of slavery like behind me.
Yeah.
No one's called me the N-word in so long. They told me to go back to my country. It's weird.
And then 2009 hit, and it was all over.
It was a nice year.
Then Iron Man 2 came out, and all the racists came back.
Yeah. And then Iron Man 3 came out, and then like the racists kind of were like, we're gonna go to other things now because this isn't really relevant to race at all. And then
Yeah, racism got really confusing.
it was not confined to the Iron Man trilogy. Is what we're trying to clarify.
Unfortunately, we don't really live in an era of Black Fury. As much as we'd like to.
Maybe soon. But yeah, that's the animated series for Spider-Man. My comment. But yeah, what did you think, folks? What did you think of the public? The glorious public.
I think, this has been kind of fun. I might just make this a small segment of the episode by episode deep dives that we're doing. Like,
sure.
like when season 2 starts, like
We'll just take an episode. And
we'll go episode by episode.
Okay.
I mean,
That sounds
that
like a
could
good
be
idea,
fun.
actually. Yeah, we'll have that do that actually. And if you have any suggestions for us, please let us know. We're like open to any and all like comments. Just don't
Not all comments have to
Yeah.
listen to this, but
don't go to YouTube. Yeah, we'll just
yeah, we'll go to YouTube so you don't have to.
yeah.
But saying that,
You should just holler us up on Twitter and be like, don't say anything racist on our Twitter, please. Same way with our SoundCloud, maybe our YouTube as well. But yeah, keep in touch, guys.
and make sure to check out, because if you're coming to this first, because
You
you're like,
fucked up really, by the way.
yeah, but I can understand that you're like, oh, it's a slightly shorter one. Let's go
Yeah.
for this. But yeah, there's probably references here where you're like, man, I really should have listened to all those other episodes.
Yeah. I'm going to devote a lot of my time to this, and you
Yeah.
should. And we endorse that.
I'm unemployed right now, so
Yeah.
I'll just listen to podcasts all day.
This is the only thing I have left in my life.
Yeah.
That's okay. We'll be here for you. Even if your job is terrible, your wife leaves you, and your children hate you.
I thought you were going to go into the Friends theme tune for a second.
I was thinking about it,
Yeah.
but I should have done that now.
Yeah.
It's too late now, is it? Like,
No, it's too late.
Yeah. I was going to say we're going to be there for you, but we're not. Any last words, Jack?
The strong prey on the weak.
That's right. The strong prayer in the week, guys. So remember that, and go about your lives.